What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Blue Fox 22 here, coming at you with Dwarf Tower. It's a little bit of a tower game. I know there's what is it, Forts, I believe. Forts, yeah, that's the other game we can play that's similar to this. I do like that one. We might try that one, but that one's pretty hardcore. There's a lot of guys and gals on there who are really good at that game, and they're very, very strategic when it comes to that game. And there's, it's fast paced. This isn't so fast paced. So what we're going to do in this episode, we're going to do some single player, have a little fun with that, and then we're going to try and jump online and see if there's anybody playing online. I usually have a really hard time playing online, so we'll see how that goes, but single game, not so bad. All right, so the goal is to destroy your opponent, and your opponent's going to be way out there in the distance. And they pretty much already have a base that's pretty big and already built. We just have this one little room. So first things first, you're always going to have your Archmage room. We're going to want some tunnelers. I always try to go wide in one direction and deep in another. And then we're going to want some rooms. So in this case, we're going to want some verticals. I'm going to put a 4-block here. And then horizontal. Next up, we're going to want a dwelling. I'm going to put this as deep as possible away from everything else. I'm going to build our crystal. Crystals allow you to use magic. They build up mana up here. And dwellings build up dwarves for you over here. So in order to do anything, you need at least your Archmage room, which is your main room. You need that. If that gets destroyed, it's game over. You're also going to need another library. The more libraries you have, the more spells you can use, which is a good thing. Excuse me. Build that there. So we have another 4-way. We have 2 4-ways. Now, dynamite we can use in a dwelling or the Archmage room if the Archmage isn't doing anything. So we're going to use it for the Archmage. And then we're good for now. So with that dwelling, we have 3 dwarves. We can actually use the dynamite. That's going to attack a random room over there in the enemy base. It's a good start. So, when a room is attacked, it will crack if it doesn't have armor. When it cracks, it becomes useless. If it's attacked again, it will become damaged. And if it's attacked a 3rd time, if you're lucky, it will be destroyed, and once it's destroyed, it's game over. Okay, so we got another dwelling, which is a good thing. Let's do it there. Let's get repair for that guy, dynamite for the Archmage, the eye for the library. And let's get a Levitronus. No place to use this card. Okay, I don't have any libraries or my Archmage. They're not available. But we can build a false room. I like to put false rooms above the surface. That way it tricks the computer into thinking, oh, they have something there. Let me destroy it. In reality, I don't have anything there. So right now, we can use the eye. This allows us to see into one of the computer's rooms. In this case, I want to see what's in. If you're lucky and you find the Archmage room, it's game over for the computer. That's new, so that's not the Archmage room. Ah, nothing. Okay. We can do dynamite. Don't need to repair anything. Okay. Now we have doors. Doors are important. Doors seal a room in and seal the rest of your tower out. So if this room were to catch on fire, God forbid, because it's my Archmage room, the fire will not spread to any other room. If this room were to flood, the water will not spread to any other room. So that is a good thing. We don't want that. All right, let's get another crystal going. That's tricky. Let's do tunnels first. Now, tunnels with a question mark, they're either going to be reward you or they're going to punish you. 9 times out of 10, they're going to punish you. It's either going to be a flood, it's going to be a den of rats, or it's going to be a room filled with gas that's going to explode. I'm going to go and dig out 2 first. So we have 9 choices to pick from. I'm going to dig here. See, we got rewarded. That was a really good, that was lucky. Normally you don't get rewarded like that. I don't, at least. So we have a free library. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to plop our crystal here. And we're going to use lightning. And we're going to do the free library that we got. Don't need any repairs. Let's do the lightning. That's going to hit the tallest section of your opponent's tower. Yep, they got a fire. That's a good thing. I like using fire. Fire's mean because fire spreads really, really quick. Unless they can put it out. Okay, so that is a alchemy room. The alchemy room will basically randomize any of your items over here into something else. So for in case if I had an alchemy room and I wanted it to, and I couldn't use lightning, or I didn't want to use lightning because I didn't have enough mana, I can use my alchemy room to randomize that and get something else. Same thing for the deratizers. The deratizers, I can switch that out for, let's say, tunnelers or dwelling, something like that. Library, we'll take a take a gamble. I'll do that. Why not? Another vertical block to throw off his lightning spells, and we'll use lightning again. And we're on fire again. Oh no! No valid target. That's a valid target. Okay, so now that we have this fire here, I'm going to seal this off. So that way that fire stays right there. Okay, we're going to go there. Do another crystal there. We'll use the eye, and we'll dynamite. Repair that. Thank you very much. And we'll use the eye. We'll see what's in here. Okay, so that's a water leak. So we don't want to dig there. That will flood this dwelling. Yep. The Archmage's area got destroyed, and we won. So that must have been it right there. As soon as it's cracked, it's considered useless, and we won. Now, if he had other rooms to use, then he wouldn't have lost. He could have moved his Archmage's room to another area if he had room to move it to. Most likely there was a fire in there, and that's what broke, or it was from my dynamite, but we won. Alright, so we'll go and we'll do another round. Now, you can do the tutorial. The tutorial will help you out a lot. You can also do sandbox, and you can also customize your deck. Customizing your deck will allow you to add certain spells, the chances of you getting certain spells. Now, you have to remember that this also works against you as well. You can also lower or raise the amount of mana you need for that particular spell, Or you can also add in the need for a dweller as well to use a spell, in conjunction with your mana. The most expensive one is Earthquake. For good reason. Earthquake is mean. Other than Disturbance. Disturbance can outright destroy your entire building. I leave that at 20. I just up the chance by 5. The problem is most likely the computer will not have enough mana to use it. And by the time they do have enough mana to use it, you should have pretty much decimated their building. Unless for some reason you're having a really bad draw from your pulls from your deck. For your dwellers, dynamite, tunnels, repair. This is everything you need in order to protect your base or fix your base and to do damage to the enemy base. I up the chances for dynamite and tunnelers. Tunnelers was at 5. I don't know why, but by default it was at 5. So yeah, I upped that to 30. I'm actually going to lower it down to 25 because it pops up a little bit more frequently, and then there's times where you get multiples of tunnelers. So there's a chance you can get 5 of them in a row. And then your rooms. Domes, they just protect. Yeah, they're just shields pretty much for your tallest tower, and that's just to protect you from lightning. I normally don't build my towers too tall, and if I do, they're dummy rooms so that I'm gonna bump this up by 5 so that they're gonna take the direction of the lightning anyway. Fences protects a ground floor element against attacks. It's 1 dynamite attack. Okay. Reflector reflects any spell targeted at the room. Fragile. Usually after 1 hit from an enemy spell, it breaks. Observatory reveals the whole floor of the enemy tower. Very fragile. Alchemy lab. Swaps cards for the same type card. Can explode. Yes, it can explode, and it's very devastating. I try to keep the alchemy lab as far away from something as possible. So yeah. Dwellings I had to up because that was down to 10. Yeah, not fun. And all of these cards do not require a cost to use. So that is the card deck. So we'll jump in and do one more. In the next episode, we will do we'll see if we can get something online. So this is a bad spot for my Archmage. I don't like that. We have tunnelers, and I'm actually going to move my Archmage to the middle here. Actually, I don't want that. I want the 4-way here. Mover you. We'll move you to the center. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get a dwelling going. And you can swap rooms around as well, which is a good thing. Get another tunneler, and we'll go down. I'm going to do that. Get our crystal in there so we have some semblance of mana build up. Get a dynamite. And I could probably do... yeah. We'll do that. And I'll do that. That way it throws him off. Movers. I'm going to move you with you. Okay. Dynamite, and we're good. And I have gotten lucky where I've done dynamite and I've actually damaged the Archmage's room right off the bat. So we got doors. I'm going to seal this room off completely. Tunnelers, I'm going to take the gamble and dig here. If it blows up or it's floods or there's rats, I will move my crystal, but we'll see what happens. Yep, it exploded. That's bad. So we're going to have to move our dwelling up there. I did do another vertical block. I don't want to go, didn't want to go that high. But it can't be avoided. And we got another dynamite. So we can do dynamite and we can do lightning. We lucked out. And we won. Their whole place just fell apart. We won. The only thing they have left is a library, and that doesn't count. So yeah, the game's not hard. It's actually pretty easy. Against the computer. Now, against the actual human opponent, we'll see in the next one. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, I am your host, Michael Gardner, aka BlueFox22. As always, stay safe, stay as healthy as humanly possible, and as always, stay foxy. Hope you're enjoying the new year. But as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and bye-bye. I always bump the mic. Why do I always bump the mic?